So I've had a few people ask me what are the soul readings that I offer. So before I kind of explain what it is that I do in a session, I want to talk about why at this point I'm offering them more and why I think that they're valuable. I've been doing this work as a coach for 15 years or so. And there's absolutely a value and a place for going in and doing the internal journey and going through your shadow and your belief systems and understanding the patterns of your relationships, your relationship to love, to men, to women, to yourself, to your worth, all of these things. They're vitally important, right? But what I'm noticing about these times is we're firstly going through such massive times. It's such a huge energetic shift. There's so much going on in the world. It's kind of unrelenting, right? It's really unrelenting in just the pace of things continuing to unfold. And as there's like the demolition site, but then there's also new and exciting new things coming in. There's a lot. It can be really overwhelming. And I started, it's kind of an extension of the work that I was doing through theta healing, but working with people going just directly to their soul. So when I call it a kind of remote view soul reading, it's because what I'm essentially doing is I'm connecting into not just your field, your kind of energetic, psychic, the quantum field, but it's actually really connecting into your heart and into your soul, your heart as well. Your heart knows it's the portal. But it's looking at, it kind of offers this like almost umbrella view or bird's eye view of zooming up and understanding why maybe we're going through what we're going through. It's not about predicting the future. I find that actually to be impossible, most especially now because things are changing so rapidly. There are so many different, if you want to call it, timelines. There's free will in the mix. There's a lot of different things that are at play. And I don't think we're meant to know. I don't think we're really meant to know because it takes us sometimes out of the present moment, and it makes life predictable when we allow life to surprise us. That's when the magic happens. But what it does offer is a much deeper understanding on a cellular level, on an energetic level, on a psychic level, as to why you might be going through the challenges that you're going through. You know, what might be going on with you physically or emotionally, or the patterns that you get yourself into. And sometimes it's yours, sometimes it's from childhood, sometimes it's ancestral, sometimes it's not even actually yours from this lifetime. So every reading, of course, is really different because I'm going in and seeing what's there, and it's really what your soul is wanting to show you. And I often get visuals. Sometimes I hear things, but often in a session, and you can either do it over the phone or in video, or I actually just do a recording for people. Sometimes they will just send me. I ask for as little as possible because I really want to just tune in to what I'm receiving through the field, than have any kind of influence, because I don't want it to be subjective. I don't personally want to know about it too much because I really just want to tune in and receive the message that's coming through. But what it basically does for people is it just gives them it's like making sense of something. And I think sometimes when we can go, oh, this is connected, it's like I can see the way things interconnect and the links between things. And maybe what is the deeper issue or the deeper challenge or the lesson or the gift or whatever it is, but it's like looking at it from the soul perspective that can see this is what your human experience is, you know, this is what you're going through within your human experience, but from a soul perspective, this is why. And I'm not saying that I can always see all of the answers, but what I find what I have found with clients is that I'll get certain visuals or certain connections or certain phrases that come in. And by sharing that, it sparks something in them. Because one of the things that I really want to say that is so vitally important is that this has to be a very empowering experience for you. It's not about going to a psychic that is going to give you the answers to your future, right? It's about sparking the remembrance in you so that you can do the healing. And so then all of the inner work all of a sudden has a kind of context, and you maybe know more specifically what it is that you're working on, because you're looking at it not just from the human micro experience, but you're looking at it from the soul macro experience and perspective, I should say. So you have these abilities within yourself. Like, it's going to tune you more into your own knowing and wisdom and intuition and your own psychic abilities if you want to fine tune them, right? It's not about disempowering you by telling you what you should do. It's giving you the information that your soul is showing me, and then it's totally your choice what you choose to do with that. You know, we can bring in healing, we can bring in a bit of theta healing where you reframe belief systems, but ultimately it's actually really, what are you going to do with that information? And how can you allow that to be your guide of where to place your focus and attention, or where to take action, or how to digest something and process something when you can all of a sudden see it from that soul perspective that might give you a sense of clarity or a sense of support, so that you can maybe, I don't like using this word, but a little bit more quickly move through and let go what you've been holding on to or what you've been struggling with. So I think now in this world where so much is coming up, and it's a big opportunity to, as we've just entered the year of the snake, to shed old skin and really rebirth a new form. And if it feels like that guidance from a higher self perspective would be of support, then that's one of the things that I offer. So you're more than welcome to go to my website and read a little bit more about what I do. Send me an email if you would like to book a session, or if you have any more questions, I'm happy to answer them there. And trust your intuition, trust your gut. If it's something that resonates, if it's something that you feel sounds really interesting and you're like, yes, that's what I need, then that's great. But it has to come from an empowered space. I'm not here to fix you. I'm not here to heal you. I'm here to support you in healing yourself. And I'm here to support you in finding, discovering, unveiling the, I want to say answers, but it's actually more the questions that will lead you to your own answers. And I'm here to guide and support you along the way. So hope that makes sense. All right. Have a beautiful day. Loving you from afar. Bye.